The helpful honeybee. In a beautiful meadow filled with colourful flowers and buzzing insects, there lived a little honeybee named Buzzley. Unlike the other bees in his hive, Buzzley was not the fastest at collecting nectar, nor was he the strongest. But he had something special, a kind heart. Every day, the worker bees would rush out of the hive, flying from flower to flower, gathering nectar to make honey. Buzzley, too, worked hard, but he always took the time to help those in need. The struggling caterpillar. One sunny morning, as Buzzley hummed through the air, he heard soft sobs coming from the grass. He flew closer and found Coco the caterpillar sitting on a leaf, looking sad. "Coco, why are you crying?" Buzzley asked gently. "I want to climb to that tall leaf to see the sunrise," Coco sniffled. "But my legs are too tiny to reach." Buzzley thought for a moment, then smiled. "I have an idea," he said. He found a strong blade of grass, tied it between two twigs, and created a tiny bridge for Coco. "Try this," Buzzley encouraged. Coco crawled carefully up the grass bridge and reached the tall leaf. As the golden sun lit up the sky, Coco's face brightened with joy. "Thank you, Buzzley." "You're the best friend ever," he cheered. Buzzley buzzed happily and flew off to continue his work. The tired sparrow. As he zipped past the trees, Buzzley noticed Sparrow Sunny struggling to carry a large twig for her nest. "That looks heavy, Sunny. Can I help?" Buzzley asked. Sunny sighed. "Oh, Buzzley, I need this twig for my nest, but it's too big to carry alone." Buzzley quickly came up with a plan. He grabbed one end of the twig while Sunny held the other. Together they carried the twig to her nest, little by little. When they finally placed it down, Sunny fluffed her feathers with relief. "I couldn't have done it without you, Buzzley," she chirped. Buzzley felt warm inside. Helping others felt even sweeter than making honey. The thirsty flower. Just as Buzzley was about to return to the hive, he noticed a drooping pink flower with petals that looked dry. "What's wrong, little flower?" Buzzley asked. "I have no water and I feel weak," the flower whispered. Buzzley knew he had to act fast. He flew to a cool dewdrop resting on a leaf and carefully carried it back to the flower. With gentle care, he let the dewdrop roll onto the flower's roots. Within moments, the flower stood tall again, its petals bright and fresh. "Thank you, Buzzley." "You saved me," the flower said. Buzzley beamed with joy. Even the smallest help could make a big difference. The Queen's Praise. That evening, when Buzzley returned to the hive, the queen bee noticed how happy he looked. "Buzzley, you didn't collect much nectar today," she said, "but you did something even greater. You spread kindness." The other bees gathered around as Buzzley shared his adventures. They listened in awe as he spoke about Coco, Sunny, and the pink flower. "A true bee doesn't just make honey," the queen said wisely. "A true bee makes the world sweeter through kindness." All the bees cheered for Buzzley, and from that day on he became known as the helpful honeybee. As he closed his eyes that night, Buzzley felt warm and happy inside. He realized that helping others was the most rewarding thing of all. And so, with a heart full of kindness, Buzzley continued to spread joy wherever he went. Moral of the story: kindness, no matter how small, can make a big difference in the world.